Hey Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading. Let's get started. Hope you guys are doing well. This is for the week of August 16th through the 23rd. Let's see what we have for you this week. Okay, for your situation, what's going on here? You have the Six of Cups, your challenge, Seven of Swords, the person in your energy, Two of Swords. In the recent past, Queen of Pentacles. What do you hope for? What you desire out of this? Queen of Wands. What you don't see coming? Two of Wands. And any outside influences that are affecting this? The Queen of Cups. So, Aquarius, you have three queens. Big stuff. Let's start going through it and we'll start clarifying. You have the Six of Cups as your situation. There is a reuniting, a reconnection, a reconciliation. There's something here about wanting to bring something together that has previously been split apart. The Seven of Swords crossing you is telling me that there is a trust issue here. So the Six of Cups is a soulmate connection. It's like an unbreakable bond, even when it's broken. It will always come back together in some way, shape, or form. But there's a trust issue here that we need to get to the bottom of, and we will. As far as the person in your energy, they have the Two of Swords. They are feeling a little bit blind to the truth of the whole matter here. They feel like they don't have all the information and they're not able to see what's going on in order to make an informed decision about this whole thing. In the recent past, you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is just, you know, you maintaining your stability, your security, showing up for the things that are important to you. What you want from this whole situation is the Queen of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy. You want to feel confident in your choices here. You want to feel like you're making good choices, and you also don't want to have an overly emotional process when dealing with it. It seems like there's probably something here that caused a great deal of friction, and with the passing of a little bit of time, you've collected yourself into, this Queen of Pentacles energy, and you don't want to rock that boat. What you don't see coming, Two of Wands. Two of Wands is somebody's making a plan here. There's a plan being made behind the scenes. Little seeds have started to germinate, and the whole thing's getting figured out. The plan is in movement in some small way. The outside influence affecting this relationship, the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups can be opening up about how you feel. So the outside influence is you are, or this other person is, or both of you are going to open up about how you feel, and it's going to get this plan started and facilitate this reconnection in some way. That's what I'm getting. Let's start clarifying. All right, we're going to start with the Six of Cups. This is a bit of nostalgia. You could be having like a lot of good memories about this person. You could be kind of reminiscing, really resonating with your daydreams, your night dreams. They could be popping up in your dreams at night even. Let's see. Clarify the Six of Cups for Aquarius. Aquarius, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, wow, and you, the Star. Yeah, I think that whoever this person is, you have big admiration for. You see them as your North Star. They are kind of a wish come true as far as you're concerned. They have all the characteristics of anyone who you would ever want to be with. And you know, the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, that is that's like very loving and nurturing and caretaking. Um, it's like you feel like this person makes you better, makes you a better person. You care for yourself more when you have this person to also care for. And it really tells me that you see a lot of growth potential with this person and find them very beautiful, male or female. Like they have a very, you think that they have a beautiful aura. The attraction between the two of you is off the charts. So let's see what the trust issue here is with the Seven of Swords. It's clarified with the Five of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Yeah, it just seems like something has happened here that feels like a downright betrayal. There's a lot of regret, a lot of remorse. I don't know if this is coming from your side or their side, but um, yeah, there just seems to be like a huge desire to turn back time, to have not had this happen. It seems like whatever's happened here, the relationship was beautiful up to this point, and then it was like, boom, something happened, and it's like, I can't trust you anymore. I don't know which one it is. It could be both. You both could, and it seems like no matter what it was or no matter who it was, it was a no-win situation. Nobody was going to come out of this unscathed. This is really curious. Yeah, it seems like one of you or both of you maybe put yourselves before the relationship in some way, and it created this issue of prioritization somehow. But I could tell you this, you're both resisting moving on from it. You're both wanting to change the past, but not knowing how. Except for there is a plan here towards the end. Let's look at the Two of Swords for your person. They seem to not, they seem to think that they don't have all the information. That's clarified with the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Cups, yeah, and the Six of Pentacles. I think this person walked away from you or from the relationship because they felt like they were trapped in some way with this confusion. This confusion was leading to um, a sense of powerlessness for them. And there could have even been a little bit of self-sabotage here, like because this does look a bit confusing and some trust was broken here in some way. I'm getting the sense that this person just like picked up and left and didn't like no exit conversation, no let's get to the bottom of this. Can we talk about this? It was more just like this is not okay with me, so I'm leaving. But now in hindsight, it's like, well, did I even have all the information? Do I even really know what happened here? Do I wish that I knew what happened here? Am I thinking constantly about what happened here and kind of just like going back and forth to the point of still feeling trapped in the situation because it's not been resolved. There's a lot of unfinished business here with this person. Let's look at the Queen of Pentacles in the recent past. You get the Three of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. I'm wondering if there's a third party situation here, Aquarius, in the past. I don't know. It could just be that there are friends and family involved, like outside of the relationship, kind of giving you their opinions, and they're trying to tell you what to do here, and you're trying to just stay like grounded within all of this. It does seem like Three of Swords, they're a huge heartbreak here. Um, and it just seems like there's just too many people involved in this relationship And maybe that's why it's been so confusing, because it's like whenever there's an issue in a relationship and you start feeding that information to people outside of it, they start to become a feedback loop. So you're getting validated, you're getting opinions that are unsolicited, and it's not exactly um, differential. Like it's coming from you to them back to you. So it's feeding it straight back to you, and it's not productive a lot of the time. It's like we're looking for somebody to validate us, we're looking for support, but is it really supportive if it's just you feeding the information back to yourself? Let's look at the Queen of Wands for what you hope for. You get the Emperor, the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're really hanging on to this idea that you can bring this back together in a way where it feels like you can trust again. In the meantime, there's a lot of barriers, and that is the stress and anxiety of this whole situation. It is keeping you up at night. It is causing rumination where you're just kind of going over it over and over and over again. And then because you're doing that, and because you're still hanging on to this, you're also building these walls around your heart, and you're telling yourself like, I can never be in this situation again. I can never put myself in a situation where my nervous system is so inundated with this inner conflict that I'm having. So you slowly just start to shut down emotionally, which does give you more confidence because the pain subsides. But is that the right way to bring something back together? Maybe, maybe not. Whatever you have to do in the moment when things are really tough, by all means, that's what you're going to do. And that's what you should do. But eventually, in order to get to this Queen of Wands energy, you really have to not be phased at all. And I think you'll get there. It's just not here at this moment. So for the Two of Wands, for what you don't see coming, and by the way, Aquarius, if this is resonating, we're going to take it to the extended and go real deep into this other person and what they're experiencing. You can find that in the description box. So this just flipped over. What you don't see coming, you have the Two of Wands. This is a plan. It's being made behind the scenes. It's being made probably by both of you, and you're not communicating it to each other, but you both are starting to seed a plan as to how to either reconnect and reunite with the Six of Cups that you have here, or at least start the conversation towards it. You also have Temperance, that's taking the middle road, that's finding balance with each other, that's being patient with each other, and Justice. Yeah. You guys are trying to get to the truth here, and the plan is go. The plan is in movement, in motion. It's so interesting. It's like you're both doing the same thing, but separately. And you have this soulmate bond, so it's like it's kind of cool. For the Queen of Cups, for the outside influence, you get the Ace of Wands, the Magician, and the Five of Wands. Yeah, I'm still seeing this kind of like I was over here, where there's just a lot of people from the outside. The Queen of Cups could be like a motherly figure, or, you know, just somebody who you look to for nurturing, or somebody who just makes you feel good. Um, it does seem like this these outside influences have negatively impacted this relationship by way of causing disagreements, or putting you guys against each other in some way, or just putting like a little, doesn't even have to be so overt like that. It could just be like putting a little bird in your ear every once in a while, like, well, they did blah 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 blah, or remember when so and so did blah blah blah, and it just kind of like slowly infuses your memory with their negative connotations. But I do see overall, this whole thing, that the two of you, A, need to have a conversation, B, truly love each other, and C, I think like if you wanted to reconcile this thing, you could, and it could come back together as long as whatever this trust issue was sorted out. Because I don't truly believe that it is as bad as it seems like it was. It seems like the reaction to it was actually the worst part here. So, Aquarius, see you at the extended. Thanks for joining me here. I'll see you next time.